Okay, you gotta see this, because when I saw it, at first I was like, ugh, I don't want it. But then I was like, I do want it. Want tech news in a way that doesn't suck? Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you're sitting on the toilet right now. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, the show that gives you all latest tech news from one geek, that is me, to another, that is you. Yes, me, of course, the still vociferous YouTuber. That is, of course, according to this article from Forbes yesterday. We got lots of stuff to cover today in not lots of time. Yeah, that made sense. Last show of the week. Let's do this. Okay, so first up for the day, story numero uno. This might be it. The final update in the T-Mobile Sprint merger thingy. We got a date, ladies and gentlemen, April 1st. That is supposedly when T-Mobile and Sprint are trying to aim to finish the merger, get it all done and over. We've been dealing with this for a couple years. They've been talking about it for more than a couple years. I've been reporting on it for a good 4 years, but they put out this press release, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. It is happening. According to Mike Sievert, who is T-Mobile's current COO and president, but reminder, he's about to be the CEO in May when John Ledger leaves. He said, with everything now approved, the new agreement in place, the focus is now on closing the transaction, creating the brand new T-Mobile company, according to him, as early as April 1st. So here we are, finally, we're at the finish line. It is here, it is happening, it is official, and more importantly, finally, Sprint customers, you'll be able to make a real phone call and have service. You won't have to, like, the thing that you do now where you try to make the phone call and you just, your service is held together by good vibes and chewed up bubblegum. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but this is what a Sprint service tower looks like. And the other good news, which is not a surprise after this is all said and done, the name is just T-Mobile. That's the name of the company. It's going to be the new T-Mobile, because if we named it Sprint, it would still feel icky and sticky. So T-Mobile it is, April 1st. All right, next up, got some Apple news for you. Some interesting, really interesting Apple news. Actually, according to Bloomberg, and by Bloomberg I mean the website, not this guy, Apple is actually weighing their options and may allow iPhone and iPad users to set third-party mail and browser apps as defaults instead of using the iOS defaults like Safari and the stock mail app, which is very, very not Apple, and normally I would just laugh at this and not believe it, but it is coming from Bloomberg. And since we like to focus a lot on reputation in this show, this is coming from Mark Gurman, specifically from Bloomberg. And he, especially with Apple stuff, has a great track record. And even though at the surface it really doesn't make sense for Apple to do, when you remember this, it starts to make a little bit more sense. We've been talking a lot about the lawsuits, the arguments about whether Apple is a monopoly or not, specifically their App Store, the way they handle their App Store, saying that Apple gives its own apps unfair advantage in the App Store over third-party apps. Which, to that, I would say, no shit. Absolutely they do. They built the fucking thing. What do you want? I say the same thing about the Google Play Store. Like, they built the platform. Of course they should favor their apps more. They built the house, you're just renting it. That's how it works. But when you think of all the backlash and court battles Apple has had over this might be their way of playing nice a little bit. I mean, sure, I don't mind this. I'll welcome this all the way, because for people like us that care and want to make the changes, we can do it. And then for the people that buy it, they can just use it normally and have no idea that this is a thing that you're allowed to do. Either way, it's fine. I welcome this. I would also welcome, with zero complaints, the ability to swap out Siri for Google Assistant. And then maybe my phone wouldn't be so fucking stupid. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about Twitter. And I want to warn you, this is weird, I don't like it, and it's yucky. There's a project underway behind the scenes at Twitter where they are considering showing labels if they believe a tweet is harmful or misleading, or as they say, harmfully misleading. So this all leaked in a recent Twitter demo and effectively showed that they're considering putting little labels like this under tweets from politicians or other public figures if they believe that public figure has an influence and the tweet that they have tweeted has misinformation in it or lies. The tweets in question would have little red or like orange labels underneath them applied to them that instead of just saying, hey, this ain't real, it would actually just include what they believe to be corrected information from fact checkers, different journalists, and another possibility being information supplied by other users. Yep, the last one is indeed as terrible of an idea as it sounds. In one version of this, Twitter is considering giving users and moderators the ability to earn points or community badges if they contribute to this stuff in good faith and act as a good leader. Okay, so before I mention anything else regarding this, I would like to just slide my opinion in here real quick, which is a bunch of that. So looking at these examples, cool. I am fine with this, right? I'm fine if the platform wants to do something like this. There's just one little tiny problem. I do not trust Twitter to tell me what the truth is. Like, not even a little bit. I don't trust the fact checkers. I certainly don't trust other Twitter users. No. Like, on a scale from 1 to all of them, how many drugs are you on, Twitter? Absolutely not. No way. I don't want this, like, not even a little bit. This is the issue here. This is where Twitter decides if they are a platform where users freely publish stuff, tweet stuff, or if they are a publisher where they decide what information is more valuable. I mean, in this demo here, the tweets that are labeled not real, lies, or misleading, those are not only do they get those little tags under them, those cute little badges or red or orange, they also get shown less. Like, they get suppressed, hidden, shadow banned. Like, if you want this platform to be a platform, be used as intended, put the burden on the users to actually do the research and understand what the truth is, cool. But you telling us what is the truth and what is not the truth, especially letting other users tell me what is the truth and what's not the truth, nah. You deciding what's true and what's not true, what to elevate and what to suppress, is it makes you a publisher and less of a platform, and that's kind of scary. I'm gonna be honest. If I knew that we could trust Twitter to tell us what is the truth and what's not, cool. I'm all for this. Put badges. Tell me what's real. Tell me what's a lie from politicians, from public figures. Cool. Fine. Awesome. But the problem is I don't trust that shit. I don't trust Twitter to tell me what the truth is. Sorry, everybody else. And last up for the day, our favorite thing on this show, fake iPhone renders. So real quick, this actually happened yesterday or the day before. I don't remember. All the days are blending together. It's all the same, man. You know, when I saw this, I was like, okay, so we're not going to talk about that. There's absolutely no reason. But all day yesterday, people were messaging me, emailing me, tweeting me, this being like, oh my God, do you think this is real? People. No, it's not. Nope. Are you high? Like, what in the flying f***? Obviously, it's not real, people. Come on! This is bullshit. It's just a modified iPhone 8. That's it. This is not the iPhone 9. So that's not the iPhone 9 or whatever it's going to be called. But what about the iPhone 12? I was scrolling through and I saw this today. This is a concept render that I strongly believe was made by the person as like a fun thing. Like, look, I made this. This would be cool if it was iPhone, huh? Right? But I saw websites run with it being like, wait, have we been wrong the whole time? This is the iPhone 12? Whoa, this is crazy. I'm not going to show you any of those articles, not going to give anybody any attention. Just look at this. This is the render. Again, it is not real. However, if we could just do a little thought exercise real quick. So I looked at this, right? I saw it and I was like, huh. Well, that's disgusting. A little thicker forehead at the top, supposedly for Face ID, but then a little notch at the bottom for Touch ID. Now, real quick, Touch ID is in fact coming back to iPhones. That's a real thing. But according to the reports, it's coming to like the power button. Like Touch ID will be integrated in the power button in like one iPhone this year, like a budget iPhone. But if we could just consider the other one. Again, this is not real. It's just a concept, but I saw this and I was like, that's awful. Get away from me. But then I was like, hold up. I think I want that. Let us know down in the comments section if this is something you would consider. I mean, I know at first glance it's kind of icky, but to me, it's icky in the same way that, like, your first son is, that's kind of ugly and disappointing, but, like, he's your son and you gotta love him anyway, so here we are. This kind of icky iPhone is the ugly son that I gotta love anyway. I think I would buy it. I think I'd give it a chance. I think this is okay. I would buy it. This is fine. Let me know in the comments below. Again, last show of the week. We might as well have some fun here, right? And that's it. That's the episode. That's the show. Hopefully you liked it. You learned something. If you did, hit the like button. If you hate my stupid face, the dislike button, that one works too. That button's for you. If you're new here, subscribe and stuff. Have a good weekend or not. I don't care. See you on Monday.